20 years ago, Revenge of the Sith came out. Yes, on May 19th, 2005, this movie released in the United States. And, well, the legacy this movie has is incredible. Now, earlier this month, this movie got re-released in 2 movie theaters, and it did very well. It actually did. It got a resurgence of popularity again, and, yeah, no surprise. This movie is really, really good. And, yeah, I love Revenge of the Sith. I don't know what to say about it, because it's just, I love this movie. And I think a lot of people love this movie as well, very clearly, because when this got re-released in the movie theaters, everyone went to see it. And it became a talking point again. Like they're people start talking the movie again, and it's so cool. And you don't really get that with other re-releases of the other Star Wars movies. You know, like Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, re-released again. You know, over the last couple of years, and those movies didn't get them that treatment. Only Revenge of the Sith did, which shows how much the community, the Star Wars community, loves this movie. And like I said, I love it as well. It's an awesome movie. Shows the downfall of Anakin, how the Republic turns into an empire. You can see how the Clone Wars ends. A lot of things were done in this movie that changed how Star Wars is looked. And even like behind the scenes. Just looking behind the scenes of this movie is so interesting. George Lucas really put his passion into this world. He put everything into not only this movie, but the entire trilogy. And seeing the behind the scenes, because he documented everything, every minute detail that all 3 of these films had, you can see. And that's very specific with Revenge of the Sith, because there is so much work that he put into this movie that everyone behind the scenes did to work this. I remember when I was younger, I would watch behind the scenes. I feel like at some point, if you were a Star Wars fan in the 2000s, you probably watched the prequels behind the scenes, or Revenge of the Sith behind the scenes, whatever, the webisodes, whatever. I've watched, if you watched them, you watch some of them. They're great, they're awesome, they're a great insight in how these movies were made. When you really look at the behind the scenes of this movie, you can really see the passion that George Lucas had, and even what everyone else is talking about as well, because this isn't just a George Lucas project. No, this is a project that everyone behind the scenes are working on. Like, there's so many people working behind this movie, it's insane, and they don't get the credit for it. And it's kind of impossible to name every single person that worked on this movie, but a lot of people worked on this movie and the entire trilogy and all of Star Wars that made this franchise the way that it is. And Revenge of the Sith is the modern day Empire Strikes Back, and the people who worked on this movie made cinema. And to everyone that worked on this movie, whether it be big or small, you helped create cinema, and that's really awesome. So the story that I want to talk about now is a personal story for me, because I want to talk about the first time I ever seen Revenge of the Sith. Now, this is from my memory. I believe this is the first time I've seen the movie, because I did not watch it in movie theaters. No, I watched it on DVD, probably in 2006, maybe late 2005. I don't remember. But all I remember from the first time watching it was the Obi-Wan and General Grievous fight, and being really confused on what General Grievous was. Like, I have no idea that General Grievous is a cyborg. That a cyborgs was not my vocabulary, being like 6 or 5 years old at that time. I was not aware of that terminology. So I was like, when Obi-Wan ripped out, Grievous' chest plate and you see his heart, I'm like, what the hell is this thing? And for like half my life, I was very confused on what General Grievous was. And it wasn't until, I got on the internet and people talked about Grievous and said he's a cyborg. I'm like, oh yeah, cyborg, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. He's a cyborg, okay, that makes sense. Like, duh, doy. It was a stupid moment for me, but, that shows my memory. At least I think it is. To end things off, I don't need for me to explain how good this movie is. You know this movie's good, I know this movie's good. Even with the re-release, people have been criticizing the movie, but not like saying that's bad, you're like actually criticizing with like adult eyes, like without nostalgia, looking at this movie. Yes, there are flaws, obviously, but it doesn't hinder the experience, because Revenge of the Sith is one of the greatest movies in Star Wars. Like obviously, like, for me, it's like top 3 Star Wars movies of all time. Like, no crap, like it is. Like, I just love this movie so much, and obviously a lot of people love it as well. So with that out of the way, I'm gonna go now. So if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe. We're gonna go now. So goodbye, everyone.